Hi guys, how are you doing? I'm glad you can make it today with us. We're on a new venture today over on the Iowa side. We're not too far on the Iowa side. We're just over the bridge from the Mississippi River. But we had to come over here because we're heading for Pikes Peak. And we're going to get a scenic overlook of the Mississippi River. Really beautiful. The only problem is, as always, we ended up with a little bad weather. Not raining or nothing, but we ended up with an overcast, so we're not going to be able to see the colors like we'd like to see them. But we're going to do the best we can because we're kind of pressed for the days that we have available to get to travel these shows, or not so much the shows, but to travel the adventures that we're doing. We have to plan it right. Today I got my daughter with me. And she had a vacation day that she took, so we decided to do it on a Monday. And it was sunny when we left, but as we traveled, it clouded up. So there is a little patch of blue coming through, but I hope I get a little bit of sunshine so we can see the colors, because I see there's a lot of activity on the river right now with boats that are going down with barges. I'd like to show that if I could, but I don't know how lucky we're going to get. But we're at the Casino Queen. That's right up the road. We're going to take you over and show you that real quick. We're in Marquette, and we're heading for McGregor, which you see up on the sign here. And we're just going to give you a little browse around the area. This used to be my stomping ground when I did flea markets here. We're underneath this bridge. You're going to get my daughter. She can pan up there and show you the bridge. And we used to flea market underneath this bridge. And we do it the first 2 weekends of October. And this whole park was all flea marketers. And it was a really nice flea market to do, because what it would generate is all the tourists would come over here, and then they'd go to the casino, and then they'd come over here and do their flea marketing. It was a great market. We made a lot of good money here. But I've been at it for so long, I don't even know what they're doing now. It's been going on at least 17 years since I did it. I know it's old-time news, but I just thought I'd bring you along and show you what I used to do down here. And like I say, it used to be my stomping grounds. I remember a lot of nights where I was bored, and I'd go into the casino just to walk around and watch everybody lose their money. I think there's only been one time that I put in some money in one of those slot machines, and I think I put 50 cents in, came out with 54 bucks, and I stopped. That was it. I walked out with 54 bucks, and I said that was enough, because I knew I was going to lose it all as soon as I started gambling away. So I played it smart, and that was it. So I never gambled since, and I don't ever plan on doing it again. So we're going to take a walk across the street and show you that riverboat. So let's go. Okay folks, here we are at the Casino Queen. This is what the boat looks like. And like I said before, I've been in that boat many times. There's 3 levels in there. There's a lot of high rollers in there. At the time I was coming here, it was a lot of fun watching everybody gamble. And this is kind of unique because this boat sits here, and then I believe it's got to go out periodically on a ride. I don't know if it's like once a month or something like that. Might have the story wrong on it, but it has to leave the port in order to keep the license going, I believe. That's the way it was back 15 years ago. It might have changed now. But it's unique because across the street here, there's a catwalk, and then there's the lounge over there. And they had some big entertainers that come in here, especially right around this time of the year in October, first 2 weekends, when the flea market was going. They'd have a few big names that come in here, and you could see, country music stars and stuff. And then, you'd have to pay admission to get in there, of course. But it was a lot of fun. And then you can still see the big bluff up here. I don't think that's Pikes Peak by all means, but Pikes Peak's a little down the road. It's over McGregor. But yeah, it's pretty interesting down here. This, if you guys never seen a casino that's on a boat before, this is the opportunity to see it. Like I say, I'm not a gambler, and I don't intend to ever do that. But it's kind of fun to go inside and listen to all the clanging and the banging that goes on in there. Oh, they still got the pink elephant too. If you can see the pink elephant over there. That thing's been moved around a lot. I remember they used to have it displayed somewhere, I forget where it was, on some hill somewhere. And then they brought it down here. That's kind of interesting. Okay, look who's here, my daughter Michelle. You believe that my daughter has been coming down here in Marquette doing flea markets with me back in 1993, which would put you at what age? 13 years old when she started. How old are you now?
I don't want to admit that.
Yeah, she don't want to talk about it. Too old, right?
Yeah, too old.
But we sure had a lot of fun, didn't we? Yeah, so. All right, we're going to journey on, and as you notice, you can see I want to take you over here and show you this bridge. What I wanted to do, and you can't do it because there's no room, I wanted to walk up there like we did the old days and film from the top down looking at the casino. And they did something with the bridge where there's not enough room to walk without being in danger. But now this river, if you can see, it seems pretty high. A lot of trees we noticed on the other side when we were driving in here, that there was a lot of them underwater. And so you can tell that Wisconsin had a lot of water this year. But now I'm going to tell you guys too that just on the other side of this bridge, of course, is the Wisconsin side. And we're on the Iowa side right now. And we're in Marquette. And then we're heading over McGregor, which is only a couple miles down the road. And then we're going to go up on top. I've never been there before. I've heard a lot about it. I never had a chance to explore it because at the time everybody talked about it, I was too busy flea marketing. So I never got a chance to visit it. Never knew much about it till now. So we're going to head over there and see what that's all about. We're going to stop at McGregor, take a little look at their town, and show you what that looks like. Dedicated by Isla Capri. That's the name of the casino back in the day, and they dedicated this rock to it. And it's changed hands about 3 times. The guy was saying that we talked to a little while ago. Hey, look at it. We got blue sky coming through. Maybe we'll get lucky. Everything else is gray. Yeah, we'll get lucky maybe. Okay, before we go over here, might as well show you this. This is the city of Marquette. And when we came to the park, of course, you know, the park that's, we do the flea market underneath there. We would all meet over here, all my friends and stuff, and we'd meet up on a Friday night and park our rigs, and then we come into the Marquette Cafe and Bar. And then we have our sandwiches or hamburgers from the long drive for supper or whatever they had going. And then you could have drinks and stuff. And yeah, this is where we came in. This is where we all met. They're the good old days, back in the 90s. This town really changed. The brand new building over here. Never was here before. Used to be a hardware store over there. Right around that area over there. Yeah. So it's not a real big town or anything, you know, small little town. But the thing that made this town what it is, of course, the casino. Okay, now we're driving through McGregor. This is a little bigger town, of course. McGregor and Marquette are basically almost touching one another. You could walk to one another. And now we're looking for a sign somewhere where we can find out how to get up to Pikes Peak. And then that'll give you a nice overlook of the Mississippi River. It's not too bad a size of town. I know when they used to have the or not craft fair, but flea market underneath the bridge in McGregor, they'd have the craft fair going on in the park here, going on the same weekend. So it worked out pretty good. So you had the crafters separated from the flea market people. So they'd all come to both, you know, so you did pretty good. Just thought I'd take you guys back in time a little bit and show you my stomping grounds that I used to come to about 4 or 5 times a year in the summertime. So now we gotta find Pikes Peak. Not Pikes Peak, Colorado. Yeah, we found it. 3 miles we gotta go. Alright, I'll shut the camera off and I'll take you up there. Okay folks, we just arrived at Pikes Peak in McGregor, Iowa. And never been here before, so it looks like this is their main building here. And just look at the beautiful sunshine. It just came out, so we might get some beautiful colors. So let's get on with it, and hopefully we can get some beautiful scenes. This is what we came here for. Here's the check-in place. Okay, now we're going to go to the first overlook. This is where the Wisconsin River and the Mississippi River meets together. And it's a beautiful park, nice and clean, and sidewalks. So far, we're going to be doing about a mile walk, and there's a waterfall we're going to check out too. Okay, here's where you get the breathtaking look now. This is stuff I like. Yeah, this is where the Wisconsin River and the Mississippi join together. We're out this way. And as we turn the camera and pan this way, you're going to be looking at the Prairie du Chien area. And the Wyalusing park that they do the rendezvous, that's over in that direction there too. So I'm so happy that the sun come out. Hopefully you can see a little color. We try our best to come at the right time, but it's not peak time, but we get a little bit of color. Okay, folks, we're at the Mississippi and the Wisconsin River where they both meet. Right out here is the Wisconsin River coming in and the Mississippi coming down this way. And as you notice that you can't see the color as well as we'd like to show you because we do have an overcast today. The sun just finally came out. We started out this morning, it was nice and bright sun, and it's about 140 miles or so to get to Prairie du Chien from our house. And then you got to go to McGregor, which is another 8 miles or so. And McGregor and Marquette are pretty much touching each other. They're like within walking distance, you might say. But yeah, it's quite an overlook here. We're going to mosey on down and go up to the next overlook. It's a little higher up, so you can see a little bit more. So let's head over there. Okay, now we're coming up to the next overlook. You see, it's the first time I've ever been up here. Let me get on this side here.
It's a strange time because I was the first class of Lakeview Auburn, and then it was Wall Lakeview Auburn, and now it's East Sac County. I never thought.
I get a good look at the side view.
What's your name?
Yeah, it's all Prairie du Chien way out there. See if we get in on that barge down there. Oops. Joystick getting away from me again. There's a barge down there. And Michelle doing a panoramic view on her cell phone. And a railroad going across there. Huh.
See how that sound comes?
Bridal Trails, 0.4 miles. That's not going to be too bad. Hickory Ridge Mounds, 0.7 miles. Crow's Nest is 0.2 miles. Cool. All right, we're off to the races.
This is a nice walk.
It is a nice walk. It's got a nice sidewalk. You're not tripping over stumps. I don't know if the whole trail's going to be that way or not. The only thing that's bad is we're going to probably pick up some wind noise, but can't do anything about that.
Actually, it's not too breezy.
Microphones don't like wind.
It's not too breezy. It's not too bad.
Well, it is when the wind comes in and hits the mic. It doesn't have to be real windy. Having fun yet? At least I'm not putting you through what I put your brother through.
But
Walking that one trail, 95-degree weather.
I saw. I wouldn't mind it, honestly.
Well, especially when mosquitoes are chasing us like crazy.
I do it every day, honestly.
Yeah, we got to work out that day.
Because I need the workout, you know? I need it.
We all do.
Yeah.
Stop eating all those processed foods
Garbage.
that Wally World sells us.
Not recording right. Yeah.
Of course I'm recording.
Oh.
Can't leave Wally World out of this.
I'm gonna shut up.
You can shut up.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut up.
Why? Okay, we're coming to the next overlook coming up here shortly. See what this one brings. This is pretty cool up here. Never been here. That's why I'm bringing you folks along. We always bring you on journeys that we've never been on. We try to do it on a nice day, but we don't always hit a nice day. It's either too windy or it's raining and misting or something. I like the way this is laid out. Really fancy. Look at this. Just look at this beautiful scene right here. I knew it was going to be beautiful. You know, even looking out there without a lot of sun and maybe a little bit overcast and a little bit of haze, it's still a beautiful scene. This is what I live for. You can't see this stuff unless you travel. Just gotta take it all in, folks. What's really neat up here is you can hear a lot of different sounds. Like that train that's going over that little bridge down there. I don't know if the mic picked it up, but we could hear the actual steel wheels going over the track way up here. It like magnified the noise a little bit. You want to get me? There already. Okay. What do you think so far? I think it's awesome. Just a beautiful, beautiful scene. And we haven't even started yet. We still got a waterfall we're going to check out, and we're going to walk the trail some more. I guess it's just one big loop. It comes around. Yeah, it's just gorgeous. You can see all the trees that are in the water down there. You know, so you know the Mississippi's high with water this year. You know, everything that comes off Wisconsin and Iowa, it all comes together, dumps into the Mississippi, and then it goes down south and goes in the ocean eventually. And I've seen this already where the water was so high that down where we went flea marketing a long time ago, you couldn't even get in the park. The water was over the top of the roofs. And the bridge that you've seen down there with the blue archway, you know, when we showed you down there at Marquette, I remember back in 1993 when they had the big flood in Wisconsin, that bridge was closed because the water was so high that you could get across that bridge, but there's another bridge on the Wisconsin riverside that was actually, the water was right to the top of the rim. So you couldn't even get from Wisconsin to Iowa. That's how bad it was. That was 1993. There's stuff on YouTube to check that out if you want to take a look at it. You know, just type that in. 1993 flood, Wisconsin flood, or Midwest flood. Put in Midwest flood, 1993. I remember that year. That's the year I bought my trailer, and I just got done buying it, and we came home with it, and we had to drive in that rain. That rain was so hard, beating down. We just made it home, and after we made it home, we found out that Baraboo has gotten flooded out. They had 12 inches of rain in 45 minutes. Can you believe that? 12 inches of rain. It wiped out a lot of railroad areas where the tracks collapsed. A lot of bridges were washed out. I think 5 people lost their lives at that time. So yeah, it was real nasty. This is just a small example of high water in the Mississippi right now. This river can get really vicious, you know. So, all right, we're gonna move on. What do you think of this trail so far? Pretty neat. Oh yeah, wood. You walk like she said, about 12 feet, and then you step down. Real easy walking. So while we're walking down here, guys, if you're brand new to my channel, please subscribe. Appreciate it, and hit that like button if you like what you've seen so far. Just give you a little history on the area of Pikes Peak, what they call Pikes Peak in McGregor, Iowa. I know it's not Wisconsin, but we're so close to Wisconsin that I just had to take you up here and show you this. Like I said, I was never here before, and I think it's awesome. I wish I would have came up here in my earlier years. But you know what? I think this has all been redone, and it's really fancy up here right now. I don't know what it looked like 15 years ago or 20 years ago. Ah, we come up to the crow's nest. Yeah, that's what they call the crow's nest. And I don't know why they call it the crow's nest, but pretty neat. And we're losing our sun. Great path. Now we're going into the woods area, so we may not have to worry too much about wind. Okay, I'm not going to bore you anymore with this walking down, so shut the camera off here. Comes Michelle. Okay, we're going to head to the Bridal Falls coming up shortly here. I don't know if there's any water running in it. We'll find out though when we get there.
Hey, you're supposed to do it.
I see it now. A little steep right here. All right, what we're looking at right now is obviously the area where the water would run through. And then there's nothing running right now, as you can see. There's a little bit right there right now going through. And as I go around on the other side of the walkway here, that's where the water would be running. And it's got a big gorge down there. And that's where the water would run. So we're going to continue on and see where this leads. It's kind of a neat adventure when you've never been to a place like this. And then you get to see all these cool things. But I just love these walkways. They're all made out of wood. I wonder what happens when they end up with a tree falling over this. Man, there's a lot of damage gets done. Ah, we missed it. I was off. That was not the Bridal Veil Falls. Sorry, folks. I got that all screwed up. That's what I mean. If you've never been to a place like this, you don't know what you're talking about. I just finally found the Bridal Veil Falls. But this is really a gorge down here. The camera's not going to be able to show it like I like it to. But this is really goes down far. I'll bet you down to the bottom down there you're looking at probably, I'm going to guess 60 feet. Somewhere down there. About 60 feet. And as the camera corrects itself, there's the Mississippi. Alright, now we're going to go down here and see what this looks like. The Bridal Veil Falls. Okay. There's a trail up on top. See, there's a guy up there standing now. Water coming over the edge there. Beautiful, beautiful scene. And this is the end of the line. There's another spot right about there where it puddles up, and then there's another water outlet there. It's got to fall. Well, we can't get down there. It'd be off limits. We have to jump the wall here and roll down the hill to see that one. We're completely out of the wind now. See how high the hills are. I guess Michelle's taking a little video of the waterfall. That's something to put on Facebook. Taking a video of Michelle videotaping. Okay, I'm at the falls. What do you think? I think it's just beautiful. It's quite a sight. You know, we travel around a lot and we look at waterfalls, and we've been up to Michigan, the Upper Peninsula. We've seen a lot of waterfalls, but Wisconsin, down in the southern part of Wisconsin, you don't see too many waterfalls. But last video I did, I was able to get one particular one that was pretty. And now we ran into this one, and I thought this was pretty incredible, you know, to see something like this. But there again, now we're cheating a little bit because we're on the Iowa side. We're not on the Wisconsin side, you know, so. But anyways, it's just gorgeous. I love it. It's beautiful. You know, it's a small fall, but it's really unique. It's got a lot of character. And you got a little walk bridge right across the top of it. So we're going to head across that right now, and then we're going to show you what the rest of the area looks like. So let's gander on down and we'll show you some more stuff. Hickory Ridge Mounds, it says, 0.2 miles. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. All right, we're going to get a look at the falls looking down at it. Now we're on the part that goes over top of it that we were looking at, up at it a little while ago. I find out where all this water is coming from. And I'll start there first. As you can see, it all comes through this gorge here. Now I can't tell you if this is spring water or if this is coming out of a some type of a creek of some sort. I can't really answer that. I would think this would be spring water, because we're up pretty high from the Mississippi River, so this would have to be spring water, I would think. Okay, now we're looking down at it. And you see it go way down there. The camera doesn't do justice for what you see in real life. But folks, I'm going to tell you something. If you got a chance, and you happen to be in the Prairie du Chien area, you got to come up here and see this. This is just beautiful. It's just gorgeous. Very easy walking. If you're elderly like I am, it's easy to walk. You know, you don't have to worry about tripping over stumps like I said before. Right there, at the end of that walkway there is where we were. So, there comes my daughter. Come on, Michelle, you're holding up all my subscribers. Here she comes. All right, let's see if we can continue. I don't know if this is forbidden to go on or not. I don't think we can do this. I think this is out of commission right here. I'm gonna start walking up. They don't have any signs, but it's in not the greatest shape, so I don't think that this is supposed to be walked on. And if you know me, I take chances. Oh yeah, it goes. It continues. Yeah, I think so too. She said we gotta go back. This ain't really continuation. Yeah, we're gonna head down. We gotta go back on the main trail. This is actually part of that waterfall. Actually, when I first started down the trail, I thought that this was not, you know, it wasn't going to show much water, but this is actually part of it too. So it's actually two waterfalls. And when the water's really running good, I imagine there's a lot of water goes over this too. So I decided I'd film this on the way out here, give you an idea what that looks like. And there's a trail up there. That's where we're going to be heading shortly here. So imagine, you know, what made this the way it is. It's all at the glacier. A lot of years. Okay, I'm going to try to say this word. Meiosis Trail. If I'm saying it wrong, correct me. We're going to take a walk on down here and see what this is all about. All right. So we just come out of. Oh, there we go again. Somebody put a tree in the middle of the trail. Oh! That's happened before. A little bit of maintenance.
So we had to cut that down. Something I'm glad I don't have to do anymore. Oh, what we got here? We got a big tree that just fell down not too long ago. Still got leaves on it. Yeah, it uprooted over there. That's what happened. It uprooted. Must have been a pretty good wind. Yeah, a little bit of maintenance goes into this stuff. Oh, look at the deer. Hope I get them. Come on. Get out of there. He's behind the tree there. Doesn't know which way he wants to go. There he goes. Pretty zoomed in on it, so it's kind of hard to hold. Okay guys, we're getting ready to pull out now. We hope you guys liked the Pikes Peak of McGregor, Iowa. We got some beautiful shots. Now the sun's coming out, I see as we're leaving. It's never cooperative when you want it to be, but that's just the way it goes. But there again, I hope you, if you guys are new to the channel, please subscribe. I appreciate it. And give me the thumbs up on the video if you liked it. And leave some comments. And please, please share the video with others on your Facebook page or your Twitter account. That would really help me out a lot. So thanks again for watching our channel. And we'll see you on the next video. So we're going to take off now, and we'll see you on the next video. All right, here we go.